Rally Mexico, entertainment and spectacular action guaranteed, with a few surprises usually thrown in for good measure. Remember this mysterious case of the closed gate which put a temporary halt to Sébastien Ogier's victory charge in 2013?
Maybe somebody don't want me to win here, somebody closed the gate and we had to stop and Julian had to go out to open the gate.
And then, a year later, quick thinking from Thierry Neuville. Using the sponsor's beer after a leaking radiator threatened to prevent the Belgian making it to final service and so clinch Hyundai's first podium. And then the most dramatic moment of all, Friday morning last year, Estonian Ott Tänak's frightening crash. His Fiesta plunging into a stage-side lake. Tänak and co-driver Rygo Mulder forced to swim for their lives. Both thankfully none the worse for their ordeal, but attention then turned to retrieving the car from the bottom of the lake. But that was only part of the story. A story still very much fresh in one man's mind, 12 months on.
I went actually to pick him up from the lake. Now, the only thing I can think of is putting him back in a pallet and sending him back to UK. Until Malcolm phoned and says, oh, we're going to try to fix it now. That's when I thought, oh. And then you start thinking about it. And it's like, where do you start?
Well, they started by getting the car back to base, where Miguel and his crack team of mechanics were ready and waiting to attempt the impossible: dry out, salvage and repair the Fiesta in a maximum of 3 hours.
We started by removing the gearbox, removing the diff, removing the fuel tank and fitting new parts. And then we drained all the oils off the engine. Obviously we couldn't replace the engine, we had to use the same one. So we drained the oils and a couple of times, so we flush it, make sure it was okay. We drain a few components, some tanks and stuff like that.
But with the clock ticking and only 3 hours remembered to repair the car if Tänak was to return to the rally, the big question was, would the engine start again after some 10 hours submerged in water? The moment of truth duly arrived.
We were a bit apprehensive at the time, and then
Tänak would be back in the rally, a remarkable effort by the M Sport mechanics, appreciated by a captivated audience, friends and rivals alike. For Miguel and his team, a night to remember. And with that, Ott Tänak duly became known as Tänak.